Hello, happy evening. I guess yes, 4:32, and I guess this is video log 120. I don't know why I said happy evening, but I guess my evenings are usually pretty good, so I decided to say that for whatever reason. Yeah. So today, I've been doing a lot of applications as opposed to, I don't know. I get so sidetracked sometimes, and well, my mind's very one tracked, one directional. But yeah, so I applied to a couple of positions, and I found I said that I wasn't really interested in office jobs, but I can't really say I am not interested if I've never really had one to begin with. So it's just the idea of sitting on a chair is not that fun, but it kind of depends on the office job and like how many times you have breaks and the people that you're around and all that. I mean, I do sit around a lot anyways, but I do like being on my feet. But again, I'm in a city where the winters are brutal and it gets really fucking cold, so actually it probably would be nice to have an office job or be in an inside place. And well, I found a place, sort of. I was looking on Indeed, and there's this travel agency that does services. They kind of help out with European travel agencies, and they it seems like it's more of a service for helping out with mistakes and travel bookings. Like, if something happens on their side, then we're expected to kind of be the aid to fix it. I don't know. It's something like that. I'm not sure about it, but they'll probably give me a rundown of what it actually is, because I have no idea. I didn't even know these kinds of jobs existed, but apparently they're a thing. But I mean, they're just a company in the city of Chicago. I think there's one in Rock Falls, and I think they're also based in the Netherlands. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but it seemed interesting, and a lot of my current skills aligned with it. It's a lot of administrative stuff. There's data entry, and I had to use a computer a lot, and I think I wouldn't have any issues with bookings, or even kind of like I've done reservation stuff before. Like it's definitely not something I would have any trouble with, I don't think. Also, the software is just like really unintuitive for whatever reason. Yeah, so I've found a lead for a job, and that's nice. And I still need I should probably file for my unemployment still, because I don't know if this is going to go through, but it seems promising, and they seem interested in me, and they already invited me for a first round interview. And that was pretty fast. I was a little bit skeptical about it being a scam, but they actually have a building over there, and they said they're going to send me an email for the Microsoft Teams, and I'm also, during that interview, I'm going to ask them for a physical address, because they have that, so that's a little bit sketchy not to have on Indeed. That also could just be a mistake on their side, but I'm going to ask them for an address so I can actually see the physical building myself and walk in to see if it's a legitimate operation, as opposed to just, yeah, obviously I have common sense to the point where I'm not going to just give my personal information until I know it's a legitimate job. So but they seem, from what I can see, they seem legit, except for that little factor was that they didn't have the physical address on it. But I can also understand why they wouldn't have that, because that's public, and you just never know. I can see companies not wanting to have that. I guess they're supposed to be like that, actually. I think that's a requirement. Companies actually have to have their physical address on websites, so people like that, obviously that seems like should be a requirement on Indeed, but they don't have it on Indeed, and they don't have a website either. But I found some of the workers on LinkedIn, and they seem like Northern European. So I'm not going to say anything until I see their email and I get through an interview, because at that point it wouldn't be hard to tell, you would think, right? You would think. But yeah, so I have some kind of lead for the time being when it comes to finding another job. I was actually a little bit surprised to have something like that, even though, again, like I think part of me is a little bit skeptical because of the fact, because it was so quickly, I thought it'd be harder to find something, but no, apparently not. And it's something that I was willing to work, because I don't like retail. I really hate retail environments. If I were working in an inside environment, I'd rather it be in an office environment than retail, I think. Yeah. But again, I haven't really worked retail either. I mean, the most retail experience I've ever really had was working in a resort, and also I had to do retail in the park that I had because they had a little shop over there. So that's like the closest to retail I've ever done. I've never done anything like serious retail to like grocery or I never worked at a clothing. I never worked at any kind of actual store before, like a legitimate store. That seems boring as fuck, though. I've like my sister did that a lot. She worked at a Target and in a few clothing shops, and that just does not sound fun at all. I don't know. I would hate it. And also, another thing is like you don't. I don't like being controlled by outside circumstances because it's kind of like I want as much. I like having control over some things, and I know I'd have more control working in an agency like that because patterns tend to be more. I mean, I guess for stores they tend to be more predictable and all that because you have. I don't know. It's just you just have to deal with a lot of bullshit in retail, and I'd rather not do that. I just don't like. They're just. I feel like I deal with less bullshit working in a travel agency from my perspective because we're actually. It's obviously not our fault unless we try to fix something and make it even worse, obviously. But that would be kind of hard to do as long as you don't rush through it. So I don't know. Yeah. So it seems like a job that'll work out for now. A cushy office job. And I'm hoping that they're somewhat interested in me. I don't know, like, let me look at the job description again, because I should probably have, I have a general idea of what the job description is, but, yeah, so they have a main hub in the Netherlands, Northern Europe. I've always wanted to go to Netherlands, actually. I thought of actually having a trip over there, but it never happened. I'm hoping, yeah, I'll do that. I'll probably want. I guess you never know because I think some of the workers will probably be from the Netherlands if they decide to relocate to Chicago. So maybe they could give me good ideas or, on places to go once I decide to go there. Yeah, it's just helping customers out with making reservations and bookings and just a lot of administrative stuff and a lot of damage control as well. Yeah. So, I mean, like, I don't have issues with that. Like, I just don't have issues with software and computers. It tends to click with my head pretty quickly, unless the software itself is unintuitive. If I'm having trouble with software, it's probably the software's fault. I don't mean to sound like I'm the victim here, but it's usually the case because I've used computers for quite a bit. So, I guess you would be helping out with itineraries as well. Yeah, like hotel reservations and manage partial cancellations. That doesn't seem hard at all. Delivering accurate booking changes while ensuring pricing calculations are clear and precise. Yeah, it seems pretty easy. It's literally just like the job that I had before. I had to deal with a lot of this kind of stuff, except it wasn't dealing with hotels and it was with campgrounds. It's the same. It's a reservation software stuff. It's all the same stuff that I've dealt with before. And like you can also think of traveling as reservations to some extent. It's like just a range of dates that you're going to be going somewhere and you are reserving those dates. I don't know. It's just the patterns are the same. I've dealt with these patterns. So it would be actually pretty familiar to the job that I had before working at the Chicago Park District. So, yeah, I think it'll do for now. It's not something completely new, but I'm not really looking for something crazy for the time being. Yeah. I guess holidays are probably going to be crazy, during Christmas and what other European holidays, maybe, I guess Oktoberfest already passed. I don't know what other European holidays. Yeah, so I know Christmas is obviously kind of more like a worldwide thing, but yeah. So I don't know. So it'll be cool. Yeah, I think I don't know. I think that was the main one that I applied to, and they just seem to have caught my attention. And they're really close. They're just at a neighborhood. They're supposedly located in a neighborhood adjacent to mine, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100%. Wait, actually, I inputted the data wrong in the Google Maps. Let me just see if I did. Let me see if I can find them. All of them are located in the Netherlands, so I don't know why they haven't updated Google Maps. But they have. Oh look, they are supposedly stationed in Chicago as well. Supposedly, it's just it wasn't updated in Google Maps yet. Maybe this is more of a recent thing, so it takes a while for Google Maps to do these things. And I guess it would probably have to say something to Google about that, so it can be properly updated the database. But yeah, so yeah, seems legit. Seems like it. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I got what else have I haven't done much today. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of resting from all the bullshit I deal with this summer and the people and all that. So yeah. I'm actually pretty excited if I can get this job because it's just something that I don't have to worry about, and the pay is good. It's 19 an hour or more, livable wage, and you get benefits. I didn't see healthcare though. I don't think there was healthcare, but I'm applying for healthcare for the city and all that. So fingers crossed for that. But yeah, it's not full benefits, unfortunately. That's the only thing. That's the only downside with this job. I think that was. They have parental leave, paid holidays, and all that, but basically everything except for healthcare. Yeah, crazy. But the city of Chicago provides healthcare and all that, so I just had to apply for that too. I don't know. I'm feeling so goddamn lazy today. I think I'm just gonna allow myself to rest because if my body wants to rest and doesn't want to do anything, I don't really have to push it. Because as long as I get it done this week, because that'll be included within the bi-weekly period, if that makes sense. Yeah, because within the calendar week, of course. So I think if I just apply within this week or file within this week for unemployment, then I won't be missing it. I just have to make sure I do that. So, yeah. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I just felt like talking about that and giving an update. And I have nothing deep or interesting that's showing up in my mind right now. So, yep. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Bye.